Okay, so it's enlarge the triangle using center 0, 0 by a scale factor of 1/2. Okay, now this is an instance where enlargement actually makes the shape smaller because the scale factor is a half. So you half the sides. Okay, so you can see this side here is of length 4, so if you halve it, it's going to be of length 2. Okay, but because it says about this center, right, 0, 0, you've got to put it in the right place. So what I do is I go from 0, that's where the center is, and I work out how far it is to that point. So you've got to go across 10, haven't you, up 4, across 10, up 4. Well, because the scale factor is half, now this time you've got to halve the distance. So instead of going up across 10, up 4, you've got to go across 5, up 2. So you end up here. Okay, so that's where that point is going to go to. And then you just draw the shape where you halve everything. So instead of a height of 4, it becomes a height of 2. Instead of going across 2, we'll halve that, you go across 1. So you end up with a much smaller triangle, but in the correct place. Okay. The other thing you can do as well, right? I mean, that's it there, that's done. What you can do is join the corner points up. Okay, if you join the corner points up, watch what happens. Okay, and actually go to the origin, right? Go to where the center was. So join this corner point up. Okay, and this corner point up. Okay, and notice, right? They all actually meet up at the center of enlargement. Okay, they all meet up there. Next part here, part B, it says enlarge the square shown on the grid by a scale factor of -1/2 using 0, 0 as the center of enlargement. So 0, 0 is there, of course. Okay. Now, this time the scale factor is -1/2. What's going on here? How can you do that as a scale factor in terms of -1/2 of it? Well, the trick is, right, is, again, choose a corner point and ask yourself, what do I do to get from the center to that point there? Well, I've got to go across 2, up 2, haven't I? Cross 2, up 2. Well, if it's scale factor half, instead of going across 2, up 2, you'd then go across 1, up 1, wouldn't you? Cross 1, up 1. Okay. So +1, +1, cross +1, up. So that would be half. But if it's a -1/2, you do the opposite. So instead of going +1 across, +1 up, you will go to you will do -1 and -1 down. So you end up here. Okay. So let me explain that again with this point maybe. So this point here, from the center, I've got to go across 6, up 2. Yeah? Cross 6, up 2. Well, if the scale factor is -1/2, think about it. Well, if it was a half, instead of going across 6, up 2, I'd go across 3, up 1, wouldn't I? Go across 3, up 1. Well, then, because it's minus, you do the opposite of that. So you go back -3, down 1. So you end up here. Okay? Now, you don't need to do every corner point like that, because once you've got one corner point, or maybe two would be best, you can then draw the rest of the shape. But maybe you're not sure, maybe you're not exactly sure where it should go, so let's check just in case. To get to that corner point there, you've got to go across 6, haven't you? Up 6, yeah? Cross 6, up 6. When you halve it, it'll be across 3, up 3. If you -1/2 it, it'll go back 3, down to -3, so you end up there. Okay? And same then, you can see where the other corner point is going to be. You've got your completed square.